Daily, Tyrone Keys helps others receive the same opportunity he was given. An SEC 75th Anniversary Story of Character.
Let's take a look at our All-State Good Hands flashback. The last time Alabama lost in the regular season as number one was all the way back in 1980. Tied 3-3 late in the fourth quarter. Dana Moore's 22-yard field goal put the Bulldogs up by 3. Alabama marched down to the 2-yard line, but Tyrone Keys hit quarterback Don Jacobs. It forced the fumble. Mississippi recovered and ended Alabama's 28-game win streak.
Attention for his post-career work and seems especially proud of his recognition as one of the SEC's 75th Anniversary Stories of Character and his induction into the MSU Education Hall of Fame. Two seasons and 20 wins later, the Bears traded for Keys, who spent the 83, 84, and 85 seasons in Chicago, where fellow Mississippian Walter Payton took him under his wing.
Well, definitely, when I went there, I never forget meeting Walter Payton, and of course I grew up watching Walter Payton, and I appreciate him for taking me up under his wings and showing me the ropes, the do's and the don'ts of a big city like Chicago.
For many, the image of Walter and his hill will last forever, and perhaps it is fitting that no one else can ever claim to be king of that hill.
It turned into a par 3 golf course. It's not there anymore.
An organization designed to offer kids guidance and support in a friendly and safe environment.
Our foundation is to make a difference wherever that need or wherever that positioning may be, and that's what we do.
Walter's dedication to helping kids is evident even when it comes to the simplest of tasks.
I'd like to get into a situation when you sign autographs that you interact with that person somehow, or you ask him questions about where he's from, what he's doing.
Walter, how are you? Nice to meet you, man. Pleasure's all mine. Who's that? That's my son, Simon. Hey, Simon, how are you? Yeah. Did you sign his bowl for him? I'm glad to.
I have 2 kids, and if they had an opportunity to meet, one of their heroes, I would appreciate it if they, would give the courtesy to be just a little personal.
While in Tampa, Tyrone recalled Payton's urging that he start preparing now for life after football. Keys took a job as a substitute teacher at a local high school and became more active in his community. He closed his pro career in 1988 with San Diego. At age 29, with 9 pro seasons, a Super Bowl ring, and some college records on his resume, Tyrone Keys went back to Tampa to make a difference, where kids who were helped come back to help others.
In 1993, while subbing at Leto High School, he was asked to mentor football standout Albert Perry. The experience would prove to be life-changing.
So many of these kids are faced with these challenges of growing up in environments where they have this dream, but there's nobody living close by them who can help them achieve that dream. That's when I really, really became motivated. That's when that extra spark, like in the fourth quarter, when you're down by 7 points and somebody need to make a play. Beating Alabama 6-3. With 22 seconds to go, I'm on the 4-yard line. I can feel it like it was yesterday. I can smell the sweat, the grunting, and you can just sense that Alabama thought that they were going to win that game. I remember us in the huddle. We started to panic a little bit because if you remember, they hadn't even been across the 50-yard line the whole game. So Billy Jack and Tyrone was kind of like the senior leader of the defense that year, Larry Friday. So guys in the huddle started like, come on, man, we can't let it get away. We can't let it get away. So, we 30 seconds, 30 seconds. And so they were rushing to the line because we was kind of disorganized. And I remember getting up and Tyrone told me, we're going to make a big play. You're going to make a big play.
With Keys playing a key role on the game's key play.
When I saw Jacobs run my way, I was thinking, he's not coming this way again.
Let's take a look at our All-State Good Hands flashback. The last time Alabama lost in the regular season as number 1 was all the way back in 1980. Tied 3-3 late in the fourth quarter. Dana Moore's 22-yard field goal put the Bulldogs up by 3. Alabama marched down to the 2-yard line, but Tyrone Keys hit quarterback Don Jacobs. It forced the fumble. Mississippi recovered and ended Alabama's 28-game win streak and their hopes of an unprecedented third straight national championship.
That's when that kicked in for me.
What came out of it was All Sports Community Service. It's an organization that helps students get involved in their community, mentors them through high school, and helps them take the necessary steps to get into college.
Just put done, so you already know you finished that off.
Miriam Cowens knows firsthand what a wonderful organization All Sports is.
Plug in.
She's a teacher at Blake High School in Tampa, but when she was 16 years old and in high school herself, she turned to All Sports for help.
All Sports, it helped me get to the next level. So my encouragement is to get to the next level with the students.
What you gonna be studying? Tell me what subject.
Because of the enthusiasm of these supporters and the leadership from Tyrone, All Sports has helped 1,000 kids get into college, and they don't plan to slow down 1 second.
Well, without question, it's one of the best stories in the Tampa Bay area. And, of course, I knew Tyrone from covering him with the Buccaneers. Look at him now. He has come a long way, but it's taken a lot of hard work and a lot of devotion, along with a lot of heart.
It begins with one person, and one person touching another person touching another person. And I always got time for every young person that's willing to give back to society. I'm willing to give a hand up.
His All Sports Mentoring Program was recently inducted into the Florida Sports Hall of Fame.
Here's a contribution.
He took that money that came with the honor and donated it back to Blake High School's football program.
It's just a blessing of what he does for young people, and how he motivates us.
For 13 seasons, Walter Payton inspired wonder in all those who had the privilege to watch him play. His runs made fans marvel, and his unselfishness made 30-year-old, 300-pound linemen act like children.
Myself or Noah Jackson, we'd run in the end zone, tried to get the ball so you could spike it. That was kind of a good feeling to it. It made us feel as if we scored the touchdown.
And maybe that is Walter's greatest gift. Not his athletic talent, but his unique ability to touch all those who came in contact with him.
He was just a great person to play with. I'm just glad I was able to play with a guy like that.
I loved playing against him. I loved watching him. There should be more Walter Paytons.
We're not doing this because we're greedy. The Bears are doing it to feed the needy. We didn't go.
With Tyrone as a player in the video and a valuable defensive end on the field, the Bears shuffled all the way to the Super Bowl 20 title following the '85 season.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest team in NFL history, the 1985 Chicago Bears. Now, I know that may get me into some trouble in some cities that I visit, but I believe it is the truth. Cynics might say that I'm only hosting the '85 Bears today because the Green Bay Packers were here a couple months ago, and I was not going to be outdone. But as it turns out, after this team won the Super Bowl, it never had a chance to celebrate here in the White House. The day after Super Bowl 20, 500,000 Chicagoans turned out in 25 below wind chill weather to welcome the champs back from New Orleans. But sadly, the day after that, we endured a national tragedy as the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded shortly after liftoff. And so the moment for the Bears to visit the White House was postponed, and the years went by. But shortly after I took office, someone at the NFL realized, hey, there's a Bears fan living in the White House. And they called my staff and asked if we could make this happen. And so today I'm proud to say to the players, to the coaches, to the staff of the 1985 Bears, welcome to the White House for this well-deserved and long overdue recognition.
I think we were just a group of guys that came together at a point in time that really loved the game and really loved each other. We had so much passion for the game and so much pride in what we did.
In Week 11 in Dallas, the Bears played more passionately than ever. It was the student versus the teacher.
Tom Landry always understood that Coach Ditka respected him. We wanted to play as hard and as physical as we possibly could, but we wanted to do it with class.
I mean, they were America's team. It changed in a big way that day.
White backpedals underneath his crossbar, fires right side of the ball, tipped in the air by Hampton, picked up by Ditch, spin to the end zone, touchdown!
Cowboys were shut out for the first time in 15 years. It was the worst loss in franchise history.
And back to Phil Hugable. That's going to win a hurry over the middle. And it's up to Mike Richardson. 35-30 down the right side of the 20, 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Mike Richardson of the Chicago Bears.
Their offense could do nothing against our defense. Nothing.
You know, I had to tell Buddy call off the dogs, but they have a right to have fun.
And Buddy just tell, hey, you know, you, I run the defense, get out of here.
The Bears did ease up, but by then it was too late. When it was over, the student was just as crushed as his teacher.
I never felt worse in my life when he came up and said, you guys are good. And you know, I said, Coach, I'm sorry. He said, you guys are good. That's all he said.
The Bears were division champions. At 11-0, they were undefeated, led by a defense that was unblockable.
I can still see it in slow motion when Wilbur Marshall picks up the ball. The Fridge is leading him down the field, and we all are just running with him.
Fridge ain't losing no ground now. He's right with him.
You can't write a script for this, you know, just the way it all ended.
Not to get theatrical, but I mean, how better can you write a script here for crying out loud?
When the snow starts coming down and the fans went absolutely crazy.
The Bears were going to their first Super Bowl. Mike Ditka's thoughts turned to Papa Bear George Halas, the man who had hired him to get them there.
And I think right there, the old man was saying, we've come full circle, guys. We've come full circle. That's the first time since '63.
Our project is about marching for forgiveness.
Violence is not a way of life, it's a way of destruction. She lost her son in the incident by means of through my son.
I'm not mad at his son, and I'm not mad at him.
The mother and the father came back together and, forgave one another on behalf of their sons.
Imagine that. That's what we did. If you do not forgive, you cannot move forward. You have to learn that what I do, I got to do it for me. It's a lesson to be learned. We got to stop the harm being done to our own people by our own people.
Even though it is raining, kids still have to get here. That first bell, 7:35. You don't want to be late your first day. Not a great way to start off the school year. Let me tell you a great way to start off the school year, though. We're out here live at Blake High School, and we're talking about the All Sports Community Quest program and mentoring. It is such an important thing to do here in the community. And I'm talking live now with Mr. Tyrone Keys, who is with Quest this morning. Tell me a little bit about Quest.
Well, Quest is a scholarship mentoring program where we help the students find their quest, and we're talking about their potential, and we help them follow their quest, and then we help them fulfill it. And today I have with me one of my former students who's come back to fulfill his quest as a school teacher here.
And we're talking about Dominique Stango, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me a little bit about your story, Dominique, because I think it's so cool.
Well, I met Tyrone back in 1990, which was 20 years ago, and he took me to a football camp when I was about 12 years old. And from there, he helped me get a scholarship through college. And it took me 8 years to graduate, and he stayed on me. And I graduated not to be an educator, and education found me. He just kept stressing the give back and the idea of giving back to the community. And he gave to me, and now I'm in turn giving back to the community. And
How long have you been a teacher, Dominic?
5 years. This is my first year at Blake. I came from Sly Middle School. So
It's so incredible. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and telling your story. And thank you for being the mentor to him, because it took you 8 years, and so many people might be embarrassed to say that, but you did it. So thank you. You're absolutely never too late. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this morning.
My name is Marquetta Robinson. I am an alumni from the Blake High School. I graduated from Blake High School 12 years ago, and I was a part of one of the first groups. We was the Canada Crusaders back in 1999, and we joined this group with Mr. Keys in efforts to, promote education, to promote, pursuing our dreams and our goals. So it has evolved now into the UTA and the Quest. All Sports was found on Mr. and Mrs. Perry over 20 years ago by Albert Perry being shot, and Mr. Keys just wanted to mentor us and mentor other younger individuals to pursue their dreams and their goals in their education. So that's why we're here today. We come to give back at the second annual march, Weapons of Love, in the Martin Luther King month, and giving back to continue the legacy, going back from the root to the fruit, giving back to the young kids.
I'm Maurice McCullough. I met Mr. Keys in 1989, 1990. Basically, he had just retired from the NFL. I was in Sly Middle School. Well, it was Sly Junior High at the time. And he left an impression on me. He came in with a big Super Bowl ring, bragging about, I'm part of 85 Bears. And I noticed how tall he was. So, long and short, we kind of hit it off right then. And he told me he was a football player. And I'm like, why are you substitute teaching if you're football? Basically, he felt like he was led to start working with a lot of young people. And so you start where you can. So where he started was in a classroom substitute teaching. Years later, I met back up with him at King High School. He saw me, and I never forget the time that he spent. It wasn't that long, but it was a seed that was planted. From that, we developed a bond, and he was impressed that I was doing so well in high school. And then from that point, I ended up going to college. And in between that time, that same year I met him, and to go back 1989, my father passed. He didn't know him. So he obviously left an impression on me that I remembered him. And as time went forward, and I got to King High School, dealt with some challenges by not having my father there. But it was like every now and then I'll spot somebody like him that would always encourage me. And before you know it, I'm winning like a turnaround student award. I'm going to college and becoming an honor roll student in college. And then I went from being on a partial scholarship, academic, to full scholarship. Then I met back up with him again.
Hi, Carol.
And throughout the past 20 years, people in our community have been there to support all sports. Jerry Ulm Jr.'s family owns a car dealership in Tampa. He says his father always loved what all sports did for kids.
My dad loved children and had great compassion.
Get involved in
and Carolyn Hill is also so touched by the differences these kids make in her students' lives. She is the principal at Just Elementary, and she knows having the influence of a smart, caring high school student can make a world of difference for these kids.
I think the kids can relate to them really positively because they are young, and the kids that are in the program are just really dedicated and hardworking, so it works out well for our school.
Definitely a win-win for everybody involved. Kelly Ring, Fox 13 News.
Yeah, how you doing? My name is John Jones, part of All Sports alumni, and me and Keys first came in contact when he just appeared at my high school, Jefferson High School, one year. They're just to help kids out. And it was an opportunity of a lifetime for me because at the time, I wasn't getting no assistance on trying to get into school. And it was like he was a knight in shining armor that came to the school and helped me out. It was this stranger, basically to me, that became my godfather. And he got me to a school in Chicago, and that's with Coach Leslie Frazier, who's now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as the defensive coordinator. And then, so just having an appreciation how that all came together, two strangers that gave me the opportunity to play football again and get an education. And at the end of the day, I ended up coming home from school, had dreams and admirations of being an accountant, but then kind of fell in love with like law enforcement. And I got into corrections, and I've been a correction officer now for going on 18 years. And now, as of right now, I'm at the courthouse as a bailiff, you know, serving. And, you know, I always love to give back, talk to the kids, and enjoy just doing my part in the community. And that's what it's all about to me.
This march was a really good experience to kind of get a feel of the kids in the neighborhood that are around Blake High School. I definitely look forward to doing this march again. It was a great march. It taught me a lot. Thank you, Mr. Tyrone, for giving us this opportunity.
Hi, I'm Brianna Miller. I'm a 10th grader at Blake High School, and I'm in the UTA program. And what I thought about the MLK March was that it's something that I've kind of wanted to do, only because it's something that can bring the community together as one, and it's able to let little kids know that they should get an education and not, you know, get into a lot of trouble. And it's just, I want to be that person that can help somebody in some way. And if I can help kids, you know, go on in education.
First time actually going to a game for pleasure, it was through the Buccaneers program in Tyrone Keys.
I was there. I went to my first pro game in 1969, man. And I never forget the opportunity that I had to take Ricky and his group to the game.
I was in awe. That was very pivotal for me really believing that, hey, I can do something.
The great joy that I get is because it's the first time that a lot of the kids have ever gone to a game. And these kids are coming from West Tampa.
It's literally 10 minutes away, but it's much further away mentally to a lot of kids that come from that area. To be in the building, not only in the building, but in the front row, that was on a whole nother level.
The kids who I took to the game, 3 of them are high school principals, coaches and teachers. And I tell you what, it's just a proud, proud feeling when I see them walking into the game with other students.
When I was 18 years old, Eric Vance was the safety head for the Buccaneers for many years. And honestly, Eric he was not a star, he wasn't a starter. From 18 years old to the age of 33, I still keep in contact with Eric. So it's much deeper than just coming to one football game. The players need to realize they once was kids also. And they know the feeling to when they get to see a football player, when they get a chance to touch that football player.
Nobody makes it alone. You have a platform as a player to reach back and bring such joy. It's more than just going to the game, but it's abundant opportunity to be able to see the big picture.
And what sparked from a meeting in the hallways sparked me to go in and start my own company to work with student athletes and so they can be the next driving force of the community, the next leaders and the next cultivators of leaders in the community. So All Sports Community Service and with Tyrone Keys has been very great for the community. very great for generations because now we are having kids, and our kids are becoming the 4th generation of this of All Sports Community Service.
Hi, I'm Braden Colburn. It's my privilege to introduce tonight's community hero. And from this, he founded the All Sports Community Service Mentor Legacy Center to give challenged youth the chance to discover their destinies through scholastic achievement, sports, community service, and positive values. Become educators, youth coaches, and mentors themselves to the next generation. For students with a dream, he's made the impossible possible.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, and to run where the brave dare not go, and to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star. Ooh, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this. Yeah, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strong with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable, the unreachable, the unreachable star. Yeah, and I'll always dream the impossible dream. Yes, and I'll reach the unreachable star. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, and to run where the brave dare not go, and to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow that star. Ooh, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for that heavenly cause.
A successful pro career and seeing someone come back to the community and not being what I see on television is, being able to come back with me one-on-one, being like a second father figure to me and helping me do something positive with my life, getting me started, maybe do something he's done, maybe if I'm blessed, to go to the NFL, go to the league or something like that, I hope that I can come back and do some of the same things that he's done.
The road is long with a many winding turn that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong enough to carry him. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he
my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. All I know, he would not encumber me. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. So on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. All I know, he would not encumber me. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. If I'm leaning at all, I'm leaning with sadness that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the love doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. He's my brother. He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
Tarun, we're happy to present the Kuehl Family Fame for Fitness Award, and this check to you and your foundation, All Sports Community Service.
Someone you know and admire a lot, isn't it?
It sure is. Tyrone Keys has done an incredible job in this area, and it shows it can be done. When so many other people have given up on these kids, Tyrone never has.
And he can always use people's assistance.
Yes, he can.
His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to live, why not share? He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
Tyrone Keys helps others receive the same opportunity he was given. An SEC 75th Anniversary Story of Character.
Atlanta, bring on Dallas. This is for Mike and Papa Bear Hallis.
And I just never forget, as a kid, watching all the Super Bowl games and watching Monday Night Football. And my mom said, it's time to go to bed. But I said, no, Mom, I want to play pro football one day.
Short drop by Pfizer, carried by Tyrone Keys. At the 42-yard line, number 5 on the day, Tyrone Keys.
And I never would have ever thought that when my dad took me outside to kind of throw the ball around, that this ball would have taken me places. But I want to tell young students, the ball without education and without the proper mentoring is a disaster. So I encourage the young people that they have to develop character, because football by itself is a non-transferable skill. But you can take everything that you learn from the coaches and the teachers, you can take with you and you can apply it, and you can parlay the game from the playing field to the game of life, and then come back and help the next generation on their journey.
NFL football players are very tough guys, but take them on a tour of the Holy Land and you'll see an entirely different side of these Iron Men. Kufai's Israel Collective did just that recently, taking a group of current and former NFL players to Israel, where they were able to get in touch with the roots of their faith, walk where Jesus walked, and have a life life-changing experience. Take a look.
Getting the chance to go and be baptized in the Jordan River, like I sent that picture like straight to my mom, like, Mom, you got to see this. So, you know, my mom was there when I was baptized as a kid, and to be able to send her that and show her that, and remember listening to my granddaddy singing about the Jordan River, you know, all these songs and these places that get talked about in church, and to be at a place like that where, you know, you've sung about it, and to be in it and actually get baptized there was phenomenal.
Something that I wasn't prepared for was the overwhelming sense of family. Like, that is just, I've heard it before, but it's something that you feel, it's tangible. The community here it's insane. I've never seen something to this extent where you walk down the street and you know that there's people who love the person you're looking at.
I feel like I've been able to enjoy, appreciate, and watch the Jewish culture a little more instead of just site visit, just see the people, and really big picture, 30,000-foot view, how much they have gone through for sure, but really chosen joy through this is just kind of says a lot about them as a culture.
The Bible says what the enemy meant for bad, God would turn around for good. And the Jewish people going through such a horrific time in their history, and now, you know, coming on the back end, they're so much stronger because of it.
What I'm going to be taking home back to my family and friends is that when I was in a Jewish home here in Jerusalem during Shabbat, it was an amazing experience to see how they came together with the traditions and the richness of family and love for one another, and being able to rest and let go of the week that came before them. I believe that the Sabbath is incredibly important for my personal walk, and to see that in an example like that was a great testimony for them and from their family.
I don't remember any point in this trip that people looked at us like they're outsiders, like what are they doing here? It was so inclusive. People will look at you and it's almost like they're looking in your soul. It's just like, you know, I love you for you, brother. Like, how are you? Like, let's take a picture. Like, you know, and that's before they even know we're athletes.
Anytime you can kind of go back to the source of something and actually see it and touch it and feel it and actually know that this existed in this place, it just strengthens your faith.
I've been baptized once before, but to renew my vows, to renew my faith with my brothers that I played with in the NFL has been a tremendous privilege, to walk with them, to be a part of their lives too, and now we can have that brotherhood even closer and that bond even closer than we had before.
There's about 25 players and assistants that are here from the different teams, and one thing in common, they all have a heart for people. Coming to see what has been done here in Charlotte is absolutely amazing. The growth and then also the scope of it in terms of the people that they help, the young people that they help, and all the way up till adulthood is just tremendous.
I've been in a lot of places in the States. The facilities here are just wonderful. The environment for kids here are wonderful. It's just a wonderful place, a wonderful facility, and I just can't believe the place like this actually exists for kids.
It's been amazing. I love kids. I love our youth, and it's just to see the joy of everyone here, the workers, the volunteers, and the kids themselves, and the positive attitude has been amazing.
It's an amazing visit from NFL players, former and present, a number of guys wearing Super Bowl rings, and it's for me as a kid who grew up in Vancouver and played a lot of football, it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm so delighted that they're taking the time on their Israel trip to come and see our children's, not disabilities, but their abilities, and I'm touched and so very grateful for what they bring to the field.
It's a true honor to have such superstars here,
NFL players coming, sharing their talent with the kids, hugging them, giving them so much love. And the kids really, really loved it. They learned a whole new sport today. In this gym, they play basketball, soccer, judo with Ori Sasson, the judo medalist. But this is indeed a new sport today, football. And I think from now on, they'll be joining the Israeli Football League here at Shalva.
This is Steve Leibowitz for Win News. 30 devout Christian NFL football players, past and present, visited Israel. As part of their visit, they stopped at the Shalva National Center in Jerusalem and played football with youngsters. The players say the trip to the Holy Land was unforgettable.
This is the Super Bowl ring from Super Bowl III. This man here played with Joe Namath as quarterback when he predicted that he was going to win. I'm actually old enough to remember that game, and I saw it. But tell me, now you're here in Israel, what has surprised you about your visit here?
Well, you know the most important thing? How friendly the people are and how the Holy Spirit is in here.
What are you going to tell people when they say Israel's too dangerous? What are you going to tell them?
Oh, they don't know what they're talking about. The love of the Lord is here, and we know that Jesus walked here. What an honor and a privilege. No.
Searching for love. Has anyone found? See, everyone knows that love is a feeling, but I know it's so let my record show, and everyone here knows that it's real. Searching for love, some search for a lifetime. It hurts, and I know to live for and don't find, can't smile until my record shows, and everyone here knows that it's real. Looking for nothing less, nothing more. So how can I prove what I'm saying? It's the heart that is filled with such joy. The words that I say express the way that I feel. But it's more than just a feeling. It's the reality of this whole world. Love in a form of a babe that was born to reveal. Searching for love. Some search high and low, which is the reason why I sing, to tell those who don't know there's no rest until my record shows, and everyone here knows that it's real. So how can I prove everyone here knows that. So how can I prove what I'm saying when it's the heart that is filled with such joy? Where the words that I say express the way that I feel. Oh, but it's more than just a feeling. It's the reality of this whole world. Yes, the love that I'm born of a babe that was born to reveal, searching for love. Well, I'm telling you, I found it. Oh, I know, everyone knows that love is a feeling, but it's more, it's real. Oh, yes, it is, and my record shows. Till everyone here knows that it's real. I said it's real. Oh, let my record show. Till everyone knows that it's real. And my record shows. Till everyone here knows that it's real.
The Lord just wanted to bless you with the saxophone. Here to the well play.
Daily, Tyrone Keys helps others receive the same opportunity he was given. An SEC 75th anniversary story of character.